Something's really not working in there for me. There's like a massive clash of flavours. Not sure what it is. I think it's the glaze on the lamb. I think it's the balsamic, the port, and whatever else is in there. Maybe the beetroot juice that's clashing, for me anyway, with the watercress.
The actual watercress puree itself is beautiful.
It's like I wish you left the lamb off and just, you know, some goat's cheese, something just to... And then it would have been a lovely dish. The lamb, for me, is not good at all. And as soon as you take meat out of a hot pressure cooker, it just dries up even more. It needs to sit in the juice, rest and soak up.
Yeah, OK, let's get paper.
The cook starts and I pretty much beg Aaron to let me cook a dessert. It's not something I do often, but I do have a plan for today. So I want to represent a vegetable in the dessert, so I'm thinking of like a smear of like a butternut, roasted butternut, to get that real earthy flavour.
Yeah.
I want to do a cardamom biscuit crumb that's going to look like the topsoil, a clove powder on top of that.
Ben and I are probably more savoury cooks than both of us, so the fact that he's got some good ideas for dessert means that I can concentrate on the main course. I'm thinking maybe even if we can get a shoulder whacked in the pressure cooker.
Yep.
And then finish it off in the oven.
I'm not 100% sure about the shoulder, but...
Or some kind of tough cut.
Yeah.
Get all that flavour out of it.
OK. Aaron's doing a shoulder of lamb. I'm not 100% sure. I just think the cooking time is really pushing it, especially out in the elements, but he's confident he'll get it done.
Team Red, yes, ready to go.
To hit the brief today, Tamara and I really want to focus on using really earthy flavours in our dish, earthy colours, and also using local produce.
I'm going to do a rack of lamb. I'm going to serve it with some roast beetroot puree, some pickled beetroot leaves, dehydrated mushrooms, and I'm also going to make a quick bread, which I'm going to do some beetroot toast with as well.
I have a really strong idea for dessert inspired by a termite mound that's going to be made up of chocolate mousse, caramel earth, a caramel praline, and some of that local fruit.
Right, come on, tell us.
It's a concept that I feel really confident with.
Yesterday, the problem with your dessert was concept before dessert. Do you know what I mean?
I came in today with a different mindset.
If you were to describe this dessert without the concept, what is it?
Chocolate mousse, some baked figs, a compote with the...
So chocolate
plums.
mousse with baked figs and plums.
Yep.
Is that what it is? You see what I'm trying to get you to do?
Yep.
I'm making the same mistakes as yesterday. I was so close to being in that bottom two. So today, there's really high stakes for this cook.
This is magnificent country. We certainly don't come up here enough, that's for sure. But this challenge is all about the earth. We want them to be inspired by that. Ideas straight away, Heston, where would you be going?
I would love to see them think about the grains that they've got here.
Yeah.
But then think about the livestock. So there's some fantastic local lamb.
Yeah.
What do the lamb feed off?
Yeah.
So it's almost like this circle of life.
Wind is bonkers.
Yesterday I was praising the fact that we were out in the elements, today cursing it thick. Can't get as much, it's really difficult getting the heat in, but the lamb is in the pressure cooker, get all that fat melted down, and then finish it off in the oven.
Contestants, make this another memorable day. You've got 1 hour to go. Come on.
Come on!
What do you reckon?
It's a cardamom smash biscuit. Nice, very nice.
Today I'm doing the dessert. I'm doing a coffee ice cream with some cardamom smash biscuits. I'm doing like a clove butter over the top with, I'm going to incorporate a vegetable today. I'm going to do some roasted sweet pumpkin. To be honest, I'm not worried about too much. Probably more just the actual elements around us.
Is it called brim because we're brimming with excitement? I think it is. 45 minutes to go. Come on.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
I'm making my termite mound, which is chocolate mousse, sesame nougatine, which is kind of like the ants coming out of the mound, and then using some of the beautiful local fruit, the figs, the plums, around that dish.
Yesterday, I really dodged a bullet. I focused on concept first and really forgot about making the dish delicious. I'm not going to make the same mistakes as yesterday. I think the dish will taste as good as the concept. I'm feeling really good about today's dessert.
I'm deciding to keep my dish pretty simple today. It's a saltbush rack of lamb, roast beetroot puree, roast beetroot leaves, dehydrated mushrooms, and I'm going to make a quick bread which I'm going to make into beetroot toast. I'm going to first brown the lamb on a really hot pan on the stove. Because of the wind, I'm going to finish it off in the oven to make sure it's beautiful and pink in the middle.
Well, this challenge is all about the elements, and the elements are coming to play here. This wind is causing havoc with anyone who's cooking in a pan.
Yeah, absolutely. Eloise at the front there has put a little barrier of trays round. She's using the oven cleverly so she can get a bit of heat in the pans. Same as Eliza, using the oven as her go-to heat source. Just crank them up, turn the grill on. Same effect, right?
The key thing with these guys today, it'll be the teams that aren't too ambitious, so they have more time to be able to continually make the adjustments required to counter the problems with the wind.
Anything you're concerned about time-wise?
I'm going all right.
Ben seems to be absolutely flying through his side of things. He's giving me stuff to taste all the time, which is great. But for me, everything's taking so much longer than we'd anticipated. Today I'm cooking saltbush lamb shoulder. It's got a beetroot, port, and balsamic glaze. I'm going to do beetroots a couple of different ways, and then a beautiful watercress sauce to go with it. I've got the lamb in the pressure cooker. The next thing I need to get onto is getting the glaze ready. Yeah. I'm trying to fry off the lamb trimmings, get a nice brown caramel colour on those, and then add some onion. I need to get really nice caramelisation on that, and I'm really struggling to get the heat up with all the wind blowing through the site. It's going very slowly.
How you going, Liz? Do you get a hand?
I think I'm on track.
How'd you go with your lamb?
Yeah, it's searing now. Bread's in the oven, almost done. I've got my beetroots roasting. I've got my beetroot leaves roasting. I've got my mushrooms dehydrating. I've got my lamb searing. I really want this lamb to be beautiful and pink in the middle, and I want to render down the fat as much as I can and get a beautiful crispy skin. So I'm going to finish it off in the oven, get another fry pan, put it in a really hot oven, and at the very last minute, sear the lamb on that hot fry pan to get a bit of colour.
Eliza, everything going well?
Yeah, everything's going pretty well. Time is the biggest issue here. We've got a lot of elements still on the go.
And how about the dessert? Where is tomorrow?
She's at the liquid nitrogen.
It's Heston week, and liquid nitrogen is Heston's best friend, and it's becoming my best friend too, especially on a hot day like today. To set my chocolate mousse mixture in the moulds, I'm going to leave nothing to chance. I'm going to use the liquid nitrogen to set them in a short period of time. I put some caramel popping candies through that as well. I think it kind of works with like the termite bite, termites coming out of the mouth.
Yeah. After battling and wrestling with this pressure cooker, I finally get the lid off, which is a massive relief. I need to get that really nice caramelised glaze on the outside of the lamb, and I'm running out of time.
10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Tools down. Well done.
Good cook, guys.
Oh God, it looks amazing. It looks beautiful. Oh my God.
Aaron and Ben, your turn. Oh, that wind is kicking up again, boys, but you made it. You made it. So, Aaron, tell us what your dish is.
It's lamb shoulder with beets and watercress.
Something's really not working in there for me. It's like a massive clash of flavours. Not sure what it is. I think it's the glaze on the lamb. I think it's the balsamic, the port, and whatever else is in there. Maybe the beetroot juice that's clashing, for me anyway, with the watercress.
the actual watercress puree itself is beautiful.
It's like I wish you left the lamb off and just, you know, some goat's cheese, something just to... And then it would have been a lovely dish. The lamb, for me, is not good at all. And as soon as you take meat out of a hot pressure cooker, it just dries up even more. It needs to sit in the juice, rest and soak up.
Let's hope that your dessert can dig you out of this hole. What's the dish?
It's a coffee ice cream with a cardamom topsoil, with a roasted butternut pumpkin puree. This is a coffee and cardamom dust.
Great, OK.
I'm liking this one, boys.
I love it. It's those coriander leaves. And I love the fact that they're not only the thing that really lights the whole fuse, but they're also the shoots coming up, linking this dish to the earth. I love it. Fantastic.
When we talk about delicious, that's exactly what we're talking about. It just everything sings.
That little seasoning at the end, this little coffee and cracking dessert. Really, really good. Well done.
Well done, Ben. Good luck. Aaron, off you go.
Next up, Tamara and Eliza.
Most of it's still there.
OK, Eliza, what have you cooked?
We've cooked saltbush lamb with beetroots.
Start, boys.
It's a really simple dish. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very clearly lamb and beetroot, which I like. You've cooked the lamb beautifully. A good job.
Nicely cooked lamb, got the earthiness, connection to the earth.
What I really like about the dish is I really like the vegetable elements, the puree. So well done.
OK, so what do we have here?
A termite mound.
Of course.
So I've done a chocolate mousse with some caramel popping candy, some pickled sugar plums, a compote of blood plums, and then a wafer coming out the top.
Firstly, I love the dish. I love the acidity from the plums. In fact, what for me is genius about it, that popping candy, when you put that in your mouth and it starts crackling, the whole thing kind of starts to move and come alive in my imagination. Because the termite mound is kind of moving. It's alive and it's moving.
Yep.
I love the chocolate mousse. I love the popping candy. I love the crumble. I love the plums.
For me, the plums are the heart of the dish. I think that little black sesame cracker that you set on the top is fantastic. So, congratulations.
Tamara and Eliza, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.